own bills. You ain't got to worry about a nigga for shit. Sometimes I don't even want to answer my phone for a nigga, and that feel good because I got it. I got me. I got me.
You like, don't come here, baby. I ain't got nothing for you. You're just going to stay mad at me. Kim probably told all of that in her book. Why, because even though he was ready, I was trying to be a lady and help him work through things, and he wasn't. So I was like, the streets are buzzing with juicy gossip about Young Miami's relationship with Diddy. She finally spilled the beans about their relationship, and let me tell you, it's not what anyone expected. Young Miami dropped a bombshell about Diddy that has everyone's jaws dropping. You know how these two have been playing coy about their situation for the longest time. Well, honey, the silence is over. This revelation is shaking up the whole industry, and folks are scrambling to make sense of it all. You think you know everything about these CBS? Think again. This tea is so scalding it might just change how we see both Young Miami and Diddy forever. The question on everyone's lips now is what's going to happen next. Trust me, you don't want to miss this drama. Our relationship, I was like, it's big unk, so I'm not going to let him do stupid stuff to get himself in trouble. Or me in trouble, so a lot of that stuff that has probably happened after I left, you understand, other than the swinging stuff that he did with Kim and other guys and everything. Okay, talk to me about that a little bit. I don't know what you want to know about that, Kim. You talking about you. This is your girl, this is your woman. She didn't even have Christian at the time, but you bringing other guys in with her. And then sometimes be just other girls and her, then other guys, then guys and girls, and they swinging, they doing their thing, bro. I guess that's what the industry is. They like to swing like that. The rock stars do it. I guess the rappers was doing it too. Was that stuff surprising to you, or were you used to it being around business? I'm not going on to have Cam. That's surprising to anybody who going to have their girl having sex with another man, because you can have sex with their girl, or y'all switching, and y'all a man that's some not sure why. But I know it occurs. Mark Curry has said in an interview that Puff broke Kim Porter's nose when they were fighting on a yacht. Did you ever see anything like that? Or hear about anything like that? I've never seen Puff put his hands on Kim like that other than snatching her and grabbing her or something like that. But as far as I heard of the nose breaking, that was something that I heard of, that I seen somewhere, that he treated Jillo different than he treated Cassie and Kim. Well, I know that he ain't never seen him with a play fight like he used to do with Kim, because that's how it would start off. He would start off with a play fight, hitting her with pillows and all like that. I guess that love tap, I don't know, that I wasn't into that. I've never been into that with women. So you would start off like that, then it would always probably go up to something a higher level, or where she wanted him to stop playing with her like that, 'cause he may have gotten a little too rough for her. But I never seen him do Miss Lopez like that. Oh, and when Jello was around, I used to always just call her Miss Lopez. You would do the flirtation, and like have a lot of girls and girls around, and then try to play her like that. But she would check that, and I'd put in my book one particular night where she was in the we was in the studio, and a lot of girls was up there, and Jello got, Miss Lopez got mad. And she went home, and she put on some jeans and sneakers, and put her hair back into a little bun in the ponytail, and she came back to the studio, and Puff had a new song for her, 'cause she was he, and he got rid of all those girls that was in the studio, so he never tried to, straight up, talk to her crazy or anything around people. Never, I never even heard him raise his voice to her. Hey, totally different thing, totally different. But you got to realize it's with Kim them, and most other people that I've seen him be around, they depended on him. Miss Lopez didn't depend on him. She had her own. One thing I seen a lot of people say was that they want to hear from Young Miami. She's standing by her man. That's what she said. Right, I'm standing by my man. Did she say that? I must have missed it. Yeah, I think she said that when they was over in London, that she's standing by her man. That's crazy. I mean, he might not be treating her like that. I don't know. It's different when a lady say she like to be peed on, and she dealing with somebody that came out her mouth, right, I remember, so you ain't gonna give her what she likes, so she might be actually into all this stuff, or not, not all of it, but some of the stuff that may not bother her might not bother her, she might actually like it, she can go get her Birkin bag the next day. But hold up, before we get into what's going to happen next, we got to rewind a bit. Y'all know Young Miami and Diddy situation ain't just some overnight thing, right, girl? This story's got more twists and turns than a roller coaster at Six Flags. Let's take it back, way back. The streets started whispering about these two back in 2021. Remember when they were spotted holding hands at that birthday party? Chill. Although Twitter went crazy, these celebrities have a way of keeping us in suspense for a long time. Diddy is no stranger to complex relationships. We all know about his past with Cassie and Jillo. But Young Miami, she arrived like a storm, upending everything in Diddy's world. At first, people were like, is this for real? Because let's face it, nobody saw this coming. The media couldn't stop hyping them. One moment, they're just friends, and the next, they're traveling to tropical islands together. And let's not even talk about those cryptic social media posts. Recall when Young Miami posted that picture with the caption, "Someone tell Burr a boy I'm single girl," and the internet nearly crashed trying to decipher what that meant for her and Diddy. Diddy went on The Breakfast Club saying he's single but dating, and Young Miami is his best friend. Meanwhile, Young Miami is out here calling herself a side chick. The mess of it all, give my opinion, and it seems to make a lot of people upset. Then a lot of people love my opinion. That's why you bring me on here, and I really appreciate that, brother. I just want to say this before we get started, all is that a lot of people think I came here to bring a black man down. And that's what I hear in the comments a whole lot, but it was nothing like that. A black man didn't cuss a dead man's mother out. A black man didn't set his friends up and put them in a situation where they couldn't come home to their families. No more. A black man didn't reach back and help the people that helped them make it up the ladder. It was, what I'm saying. I got tired of Puffy going on different platforms talking about how he loved the people that we was all with, how he loved the people that helped him, when in fact none of that stuff was true. So my whole thing about it is, man, I'm grateful for your platform, which allows me to express my ideas. As I've mentioned before, some of these cats around here are paid for their. I get paid to give my opinion. Yeah, I feel you, man. You just on here giving your opinion, man. You was one of the people that was real close to the situation. So why not? Thank you. I appreciate that. So with that being said, right, the last interview me and you did was a day after the raid. And when you look at everything now, man, how you feel about everything? It's been like a week, knowing Diddy, you being around. Diddy, could you ever imagine that his houses would get raided for sex trafficking, bro? You can't imagine no stuff like that. You understand, you can't think that, because back then, he wasn't Brother Love. He was Puffy all the way up until he became Diddy, so his behavior over the years has changed, and the behavior that he shows now, and that he has shown by being Brother Love, I couldn't imagine that the police would be raiding him for sex trafficking. Nah, bro, I couldn't imagine that. What I'm saying, that wasn't him back then. He's a totally different person than he became. If you've seen him on other platforms, inviting men to party with him, inviting men to go with him, you understand that wasn't Puffy, that wasn't Diddy, that was Brother Love. And love how you feel about all the people that's wondering why haven't any of Diddy big name friends came out to defend them. Because either two things that I believe: either they know some of the stuff is true, either they took part in some of the stuff that happened, but it wasn't all smooth sailing.